I never quite realized how beautiful this world is.
The commander's put me in charge of your maintenance, ma'am. That means I'll be performing regular checks on you from now on.
If anyone is listening to this, there's something I need you to do. If you ever meet up with your high unit 9S, I want him.
Perhaps we're not so different after all. Pod 153, I order you to halt all logical thought and speech.
They're not A2! I can handle this!
Androids were designed to protect their human masters.
Even if it's pointless, you still have to do it!
You two are the last remaining members of your hub.
That's not the operator. It's...
Hello and welcome to Friday. Happy Friday. Wow, what ooh. Words. Happy Friday. I'm sorry, hold on. I just looked down and my cat was playing with something she shouldn't have been playing with. We're starting off real strong this morning, or this afternoon, this evening. Good. Oh. Okay. So, you're welcome for that. I'm glad that you were able to see that. So, if I'm remembering correctly, we need to do the God box, right? What did you think? Did you get a chance to read all of it? And if you did, what did you think? Yeah, this has been just confusion. I am confusion. I'm actually just glad that the stream is holding up okay.
Pod, mark the next resource recovery unit on the map.
Affirmative.
Okay. I don't necessarily... Yay! Yeah. Let me know when you've gotten some. I need somebody to talk to about this. I've been talking to my friends about it, and they haven't read it yet. And it's making me lose my mind. So here's the thing. I don't necessarily want to do the God box yet. I gotta see what I got going on. What's this? That's the God box. I don't want to do that. Where is that? Oh, I know where that is. Okay. I'm just talking to myself at this point. Mysterious letter. So these should all be mysterious letters, right? Yeah, okay. So what we're gonna do instead... I'm at level 58. That's okay. Life happens, man. I am totally not pressing you on that. Read it whenever you get to. Reading is supposed to be fun. Video games are supposed to be fun. I am somebody who does not sweat the small stuff because I've learned to not sweat the small stuff. And sometimes I do sweat small stuff, but oh, like these guys. That's small stuff. And I sweat them because they could have killed me. Yeah, just whenever you get into it. It's very interesting. Like, it's an interesting addition to stuff. Like I said, my favorite one, and this is just because I like the rough stuff. Oh, like Evangelion, Ava? Wait, did you start watching Evangelion? Hold on, did you start watching Evangelion? Oh, this is not good. My cat is doing weird stuff. Detonate. I'm gonna have to. Oh my gosh. Okay, so what do you think? What do you think? You gotta tell me. Because I think we talked about it a little bit and you had said I've never watched it before and I didn't know if you were gonna get around to watching it. But what do you think? It is the remake. The original one came out late 90s, early 2000s, something like that. And the first movie is basically shot for shot for the first few episodes. Maybe, I mean, there are some differences, but like, I was actually not even talking about this to my coworker not too long ago, how I wanted to watch Evangelion again. Because like that was a pretty, I remember when the last movie came out and it was, and you're getting into it at a good time because when the movies were first coming out, it was years and years between the release dates. And the worst of it was between the third movie and the fourth movie. Because it just kept getting pushed back, and then it got pushed back again because of Panini. Okay, sorry, the stream looked a little weird for a second. Yeah, oh, yeah, yes. So there's a lot of stuff going on with Evangelion and all of that stuff, and you learn... It's very interesting. It's an interesting concept. I got into it late, so it wasn't one of those things where like, this is a top 10 anime, and if you haven't watched it, you're not a real fan of anime. I was never into that like that. But I did like Ava. I thought it was pretty cool. I hate going in here. I'm all by myself. I always get so scared. But yeah, I think if you like NieR, you'll like Ava. I think my favorite movie was the third one, because I think that's the one where they introduce. Yeah, and it's not. I promise. Don't look too. Well, yeah, do look deep into that one. I hate being in here. It's so scary. It's so scary. I was thinking about another series when I was just like, don't look too deep into that. But a lot of it was that he chose it. Yeah. Oh, I hate it. It's so dark. It's so dark in here. It makes me scared. Let's see. Okay. So if I remember correctly, there are people who scream and yell at me and go, ah! And I don't like that. So we're gonna do that. Because I want my engine blade. But yeah, I'm so happy to hear that you're I heard it. I'm hitting something. Oh my gosh. I got lost last time I was in here doing this. And I just had to keep doing this to survive. Ah, come on. Yeah. Just get in the robot. How do you feel about Gendo? If it's anything positive, we might have to have a conversation. Nothing positive about Gendo. I mean, some people like Gendo, I'm sure. He gets stuff done, I suppose, but he's not great. Oh. Can you believe we're almost done? I don't want to be almost done with this series. I actually really like this series. Gendo Ikari, that's his father. That's Shinji's dad. He's not a good man. Okay, so this is where I need to be. Yeah, Gendo is his father. He's super shady and he's just not a good dude. Not a good dude. Let's see. I gotta remember how to get back at you. Shouldn't. Probably best that you don't, since you don't trust him. Okay, so it should be around here somewhere. No, I just came from here. Ooh. I just did it recently. So kind of, but he genuinely just is a terrible person. Like that's kind of just his character. He's just a bad guy. He just Which way? This way? This way? Oh, this way, this way, this way, this way. Oh. Son of a gun. Oh, I don't like that. I don't like those ones. They're not fun for me. This isn't the way, I don't think. There is a method to the madness, but genuinely his madness is something that you find out his madness in the 4th movie. He's got some nerve. Okay, I think it's this way. I found it by accident the first. Oh, hi! Hi! What? Ah! Come on, man! Where'd you guys come from? That's not cool. Do you know how uncool this is? This is why I don't like being here. It's so scary. Okay. This is why I don't like being here. It's so very scary. Okay. I don't think it's this way. What the heck noise is that? I'm hearing noises. Oh, it's that guy up there. Huh. Cool. So I came from here already, right? That's where I was at. It's somewhere around here that I jump. Oops. I didn't do that. I wasn't supposed to do that. This flashlight does nothing for me. Hi. Well, you're not doing anything. Yeah, that's a pretty big deal. It's not what you think, but it's still a pretty big deal. Oh, you think you're sneaky. I see you over there. You're not sneaky at all. I see you right there. Okay. It was terrible for those who watched the movie. I didn't have to wait that long, and I didn't care as much. There are some people who genuinely were so upset that like things kept getting pushed aside, but like I can't say anything because the movie that I want to come out has been pushed back for decades at this point. There was a Madoka Magica movie that was supposed to come out. It's 99! Oh, I gotta go. It's level 99. What the heck? Did you see that? It's at level 99 no wonder I didn't do any damage. Oh, that's actually insane. Maybe I shouldn't have messed with that guy. Oh, I keep going the wrong way. At least they're not there again. Yeah, like finding his glasses there is important, but I think so too. I like to think that too, but I think I'm going the wrong way. Oh, I don't think I am. Actually, I think I might be going the right way. Maybe. Last time I went all the way up to the point where... Oh, hello. I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of you there. There's a lot of you guys over here. But I think this is the right way. No! Oh! I didn't mean to do that. But it works. It's not like... There are things in Evangelion that can be considered creepy. Gendo's glasses in Rei's room is actually not as creepy. It's still weird, but it's not the creepy factor. So you don't have to worry about that. Could be a lot worse. I've seen a lot worse in anime. Oh, you would have a good weekend. I'll tell you that. There's so many! Please leave me alone. I'm a good little boy. I mean, not right now. I'm kind of dealing with some stuff. But for the most part, I'm a good boy. I mean, not when I tried to kill 2B. But, like, other than that, I'm a good boy. I mean, not when I tried to get the secrets of mankind. But, like, other than that, I'm a good boy. I mean... Look. The takeaway is that I am a good boy. Most of the time, I'm a good boy. Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing. It can always be worse in anime, but this is not one of those times. Oops. Is this the way that I'm supposed to go? I think this is. Okay, I'm pausing this real quick because I swear this is how I get to the engine blade, but I can't. Engine blade NieR Automata. Not Final Fantasy 15. Because I know where it is in Final Fantasy 15. I have to do a lot of work for that. Anchor and head up from there. That doesn't give me any information. I had to look this up last time when I was looking this up, or trying to find it too. Okay, so coming through, you had to follow the path right where you have a 2D camera. First run past the fenced off section before climbing some broken stairs. Get to the conveyor belt with boxes. Next, the conveyor belt will have presses that will kill you. Okay, I did all that. Get across this belt. Take the door to the left. I need to see pictures. I need to see pictures. Am I insane? Yes, I am. Yes, I am insane. Just show me where the location is, my dudes. I'm sorry I'm watching a YouTube video while I'm doing this. Is that where it is? Okay, so... Okay, I'm sorry. I really am. I'm trying to figure out where this is at. Okay, cool. I think this is where I need to go. Yeah, I have to see it fit, like, I have to see pictures or whatever, because when you try to make me read all of this, it's not gonna go well for me. Oh, got caught right in there. Again, not that this is a job, but like super unprofessional to watch a YouTube video while I'm making a YouTube video, but you know. Okay. Oops. There we go. So I think I need to be here. And then go here. Ah! Come on, man! Come on, man! They run so fast. Oh my god. Oh my gosh. Oh my god, I'm gonna die. Okay, and then enhancement items. Would you consider that a ranged attack or a melee attack? No, they just chill. Especially here. This is the worst place for them to be. Okay. Here's where I need to be. And I gotta be careful. Because when I get the engine blade, technically, yes, you are correct. Please don't make me fall off again. I will stay right where I'm at. I fell. You guys gotta be kidding me. You gotta be kidding me. That's fine. Yeah, it's a really good weapon. It's one of the better weapons in the game. So that's, and also I needed to get to Emil, so I kept it for 2B, my second way. And like I was so obsessed with Final Fantasy 15 that, like, again, I found it by mistake and I was just like, oh, are you serious? And I love the story because it talks about, like, okay, so we talked about this last week, how much I loved I loved the potential of Final Fantasy 15. I think the biggest thing that could have been added to make the game even better, in my opinion, is, like, yes, we could have had more Luna and Noctis, but okay. What would have made the game even better, in my opinion, is giving me more time with giving Noctis more time with his father. Because the game regularly talks about but the game regularly talks about how Noctis and his father had this amazing relationship, especially after Noctis's mother died. Like, Noctis's dad, while he was a king, really just wanted to be a dad for his son. And we don't get enough of that in the game. We kind of just, the only time that they really talk to each other is, okay, Dad, I'll be a good prince for my... So, technically they did. They made an anime for it. And each episode talked about one of the 4 boys, and they were all prequels to the game. Okay, I gotta go, because they're gonna keep coming. Are you serious? Y'all gotta leave me alone. Look at all this stuff that fell. No, it's not that one. It was an anime that was based, it was 4 episodes, and it was based on backstories for all of the boys. So Noctis's was when his mom died. Ignis was when he was learning how to deal with Noctis, who was in high school at the time, I think. Are you kidding me? Usually I try not to lose my cool, but like, these things keep showing up. I feel like I'm gonna have to get rid of overclock for a second. But and then my favorite one was Prompto, because Prompto was like this sad, lonely little kid, and he finally, like, he just wanted to make a friend, and his big thing is that he ended up becoming, he ended up saving one of the dogs. Prina was lost, which was the little white dog. And so he ended up saving Prina. Okay. So we gotta be careful. It's gonna start off. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. That's fine. Okay. Oh, you were right there. But he ended up saving the little dog, and Luna found out about it and was just like, oh, that's really nice of you. I really hope that you can be friends with Noctis, because he really needs a friend too. And you guys seem like you would be really, because you're a good person. And so, Prompto's whole thing is that he's at home a lot. He doesn't really have any friends. He doesn't have any people who can talk to. But he's an overweight kid, and he's basically just like, well, if he's a prince, he deserves a good-looking friend. Like, that's what he deserves. So he ends up doing a whole bunch of self-work, and he makes himself all skinny, but he meets Noctis while he's there's the engine blade. He meets Noctis while he's overweight, and he runs away because he's just like, he doesn't want to be friends with me, he doesn't want to see me, da 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 da. And so they meet again, and he's a very shy, like Prompto is a very shy kid at first, so they meet again in high school, and it's really cute because like they do the whole I thought I heard screaming or something. I don't want to hear it. How do I get out? Am I lost in here? Okay, no, this is how I get out. But they met before and he didn't talk to him, but like when they meet again in high school, Prompto pretends to be all like kind of popular kid, outgoing, all of this stuff. And Noctis goes like, he goes up to Noctis at first and he's like, oh my gosh, it's nice to meet you, I think we should be friends. And Noctis immediately goes like, no, we've met before. And Prompto's like, what? No, we haven't met before, but we can be friends. And Noctis, being a good dude, is just like, yeah, sure, we can be friends, no problem. Because like Noctis had remembered Prompto when he was the shy fat kid, still trying to figure stuff out. But it was really sweet because I was just like, oh, yeah, no, I like that. But I think Gladio's was him dealing with the fact that he was going to become a shield at one point for Noctis or something like that. And shield is 16 terminology, but like I said, what would have really made it for me for Final Fantasy 15 is like giving me more time of Noctis. Yeah, he was supposed to be, so Gladio was like the big tough dude. He was supposed to be like Noctis's what's the word? Noctis's main bodyguard, but he was also supposed to teach him how to defend himself and stuff like that. So he was the muscle. Ignis was the he was the brains. Prompto was the best friend, and of course Noctis was the prince. But like I thought they had a really good dynamic. I just would have loved to see more with Noctis and his dad, because from all of the context clues, Noctis loved his dad so much, you know. So let's level up this sword. Oh, I need to buy these. Yes. No. Upgrade. Ooh, that's right, I have faith. I forgot about that. Yeah, I like I said, I really wish. Where was this from? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter where it was from. Machine sword. Cruel oath. Oh. Well, we need to level this up. And it's not as strong. Oh no. 9S, we're gonna change that weapon of yours. That's what we're gonna have to do. Weapons. There you go. Oh wait, let's read the details. Oh, that was the... I don't care about that. The story. Okay. Let's read this real quick. A small prince rests alone in a vast bedroom. He wishes his father knew how much he hates sleeping alone, but he doesn't dare tell him, for the king is a very busy man and must not be disturbed. A king sits alone in his vast office, drowning in affairs of state. All he wants is to see his family and hug his son, but he cannot, for every waking moment must be spent in service of the people. One day, while eating dinner, the king asks his son what he most desires in the world. He hopes he will say that he wants to spend more time together, but instead the boy simply points at a sword hanging on the wall. The ancient sword is considered a sign that one is ready to rule. Someday, the king chuckles. His son faintly smiles back at him, but really he wanted all he really wanted was for his father to read him a bedtime story. Yep. And like, that's the thing. We keep getting information that Noctis and his father had this relationship, they just couldn't talk. And it wasn't even that it was because of, like, they hated each other or Noctis was being yeah. Let me tell you something. I found it by mistake. I found it by accident. This wasn't what I was supposed to be doing. I was randomly, the first time I played this game, I was randomly going around and I found it by accident. And I was like, wait, this is from Final Fantasy 15. Well, I need this. And let me show you something really cool. Let me show you. You ready? I'm going to show you something real cool. I'm going to show you something real cool before I start doing the actual story. I need it to get the secret ending. One of the secret endings, I'm sorry. Oh, my cat came out of hiding. See? Okay, you ready for something cool? I'm going to show you something really cool. Look at it. Look, it does the blue thing. Like in 15, you can warp. Also, fun fact. Yeah. Also, fun fact. Did you know that Eve is voiced by Noctis's voice actor in English? Ray Chase voices Eve and Prince Noctis. Haha. Do I need something from you, buddy?
Whoops. I didn't even see you there.
Yeah, you can help me with stuff. Don't even worry about it. I focus on stuff like that. Yeah, no, A2 is getting this. This is like the strongest weapon in the game.
Customer is always...
Okay, let's get this started, I guess. You're welcome. There's a few things in here that's like really fun. Oh, hey dude. What the heck are you doing? Okay, you gotta stop that. And look, the numbers are blue, like in Final Fantasy 15. Oh, thank you. You've made it to lucky number 880. Thank you, Shirako. I'm sorry. But thank you. You're number 80. That's so cool. I appreciate it. Aww. You know when you're at the end of a game or at the end of a really good book or at the end of a good movie and you know that you're at the end and you don't want to get to the end, but you know you have to get to the end? That's where I'm feeling right now. Okay. Let's do it. I don't wanna. Okay, we can do this. We can survive. Yeah, you kind of just want to just play at the end of it and not do anything. I did that with Kingdom Hearts 2 as well. Yeah, like, you hope that inevitably you can just let it go and not do anything, but... Oh, look at this poor guy. He's one of my favorites. Not as... Yeah, you kind of just get to the end. I was over there just playing, trying to find all of the, what's it called? The absent silhouettes. Here's my guy, break time. All acting strange. Well, you stay safe, okay? Machine on a break, you need to stay safe. You're my favorite little guy. And I need you to stay safe. Because I love you. You're the only normal one here. Everybody else turned into a zombie. Including me. Okay. Are we ready for this? I'm not.
Hello.
Technically.
This is the resource recovery unit. Now activating defense mode.
What I really,
Over and over.
He's not doing so well. What I really wish they would have done is, because they had NieR Reincarnation, which was like a true sequel to NieR, but it was hidden behind gacha mechanics. And like, it made me really sad that they hid it between all the gacha mechanics and all of the stuff, because it was a very interesting story, and it talked about, yeah, they had the couple first out, and then like it was years before the next one came out, right? And that's kind of what happened with Drakengard and NieR, because Drakengard came out in 2002, and then Drakengard 2 came out in like 2003 or 2004.
That language again.
This reads God box.
God, huh? What are these machines doing talking about gods?
And then 2013 is when Drakengard 3 came out. And then 2010 is when NieR originally came out. So, like, they took their time. Oh, I've heard about Ubisoft. I've heard stories about Ubisoft. And, like, I remember going, like, I thought Ubisoft was good. I thought this was a good series. I thought, what was going on? I heard that they are not a great company. Well, that's kind of what happens, right? Like, they kind of do really, really well, and then they just keep dropping the ball.
Pod, why did the machines attack Pascal's village? Aren't they all the same?
Unknown.
Well, aren't you helpful?
Proposal. Unit A2 should gather further data on the current state of machine life.
Hello, and thank you for choosing Tablet Digital Services.
Huh?
We've got some very exciting news for everyone today.
Okay.
There's only one lock left to remove from the tower cell. And in order to repay you for your faithful patronage, whoever dismantles the final substance will earn a special prize. Good luck.
Thanks.
The hell was that?
Large structural unit of machine life form origin activated to the east.
A large what now? What the heck is going on around here?
Unknown.
Well, let's go check out this large structural unit.
I do like how she likes Pod now. Let's change our weapons real quick. Weapon set. Weapon set 2. Oh. Oh. Okay, let's see. Honestly, the engine blade. Engine blade is the best weapon, I think. Granted, it feels like DLC equipment, which kind of stinks, but, yeah. Oh, do I want this? Machine heads. Let's see. These both have really sad stories, too. There we go. Okay, so before I go and do all of that crazy stuff, I gotta go back to the, Oh, that's right, blue and red. How do I get out of here? At least I didn't have to go back in there and get this weapon. No, you can get it your first playthrough. Demon's Cry is pretty good. Yeah, you can get this your first playthrough, because when I found it, it was my first playthrough. So just make sure that you go back. You can only do it after the cult starts in the, like, it has to be unlocked from the cult. But once you unlock it, once you unlock that part of the factory, you can get it at any time. All the weapons in this game you can get your very first playthrough. I'm pretty positive. Yeah, they did a crossover, so if you ever play Final Fantasy 15 again, after a certain update, I think it's just that they came out similarly, but if you open up Final Fantasy 15 and you're playing in your car, oh yeah, they did a crossover in Final Fantasy 14 as well. But you open up your player in your car, there's NieR Automata music that plays. I think it's NieR and NieR Automata. But they did a crossover. It's just little things. Okay. Let's see. Upgrade. How far did you get into Persona 5 Royal? Persona 5 Royal was one of my favorites too. Aw. Ooh. Okay, I might switch over to Demon's Cry. Ooh! Yeah! That's how I got that? Okay. Well, then let's just keep updating stuff. Yeah. Like I said, the story is good, and I just wish that they had more time. The problem was, it was originally started by the guy who, I can't remember his name, but he was known... Yeah. So because if you played 5, some of the scenes you can just go like, okay, well, I already know what's going on. But yeah, I wish that Final Fantasy 15 had more time, because it started off as Final Fantasy 13 Versus. And that was what they was originally, so it was going to be tied into the Final Fantasy 13 lore. It was going to be all of this stuff. And unfortunately, they just kept running out of time, and basically they were just like, Square was just like, you cannot keep this game for this much longer. People are waiting for it. So they had to hand off development somewhere else, and it's one of those things, because that's why we're waiting so long for Kingdom Hearts titles. The guy has too many ideas, and it's hard to funnel it in. Because I refuse to believe that in Final Fantasy 15, because there's a very significant part in the game that happens. Like, it's very important. It's a big deal of what it happens. Oh. I meant to switch my weapons around. Remind me when I go back to A2 to switch my weapons around. But it's a very significant part that happens in the game.
Excessive combat activity will put unacceptable strain on your body.
Shut up!
Negative. This support unit is assigned to Yorha Unit 9S. As such, being concerned for said unit's well-being is a requirement.
Whatever.
Stop being a baby. Yeah. What was this again? I don't remember what I was supposed to do here. Oh, I opened this and I started a fight. There it is. As long as they don't blow up, I'm cool. But yeah, there's a very significant part in Final Fantasy 15 that happens, and then the game becomes incredibly linear after that scene. And I refuse to believe that that was how the game was originally supposed to be. Because up until that point in the game, you could literally run around. There's a quest to find your fiance's wedding dress. There is a whole part of the game that's just like, run around, see the place, go ahead and look. It's really cool. This place is beautiful. Look at all of the things you can do. And after that very specific part in the game, it becomes incredibly linear, and it's very, we got to do this 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 to get to the end of the game, and it's not fun. And there are parts where you go to where Luna was originally from, and like all you get to see is something in the background. You don't get to explore anything. Yeah, it's a good game. It's just, you can tell when they told him to stop working on it. And it's beautiful, but like you can see there's a part where you're just like, oh, well, we were gonna get some other stuff, I'm sure. And there was DLC planned. You get, what are the DLCs? So there's DLC for Prompto, Ignis, and Gladio. And the game makes it a point to be like, oh my gosh, this character's gone from your party. I wonder what he's doing. Like I said, they tried to do the DLC thing. And then there's DLC for Arden, who is the main villain. Hello, sir. Oh gosh, oh gosh, oh gosh, oh gosh, oh gosh. What am I doing? What am I doing? Oh my gosh, this is really bad. Oh. Well, let's get rid of that. One day I'll play Cyberpunk. I don't know when that's going to be. And I'll have to play it for myself. I don't think I could stream that. I still need to watch, what's it called? The Cyberpunk series? The Netflix series? My friend keeps telling me it's good, but... Not that I don't trust my friend, but... Yes, Edge Runners, that's what it's called. No, why are there so many here? I guess this is their home. Yeah. It sounds interesting. I've had a couple viewers tell me that I should play Cyberpunk, and I know nothing about it. And I guess those are the best games to really get into, where you know nothing about what's going on. All I know is that Keanu Reeves was in it. And I love Keanu Reeves. This is a little bit personal information, but I have the same birthday as Keanu Reeves. Not the same birth date, like not the same year, but I have the same birthday as Keanu Reeves. Which is pretty neat. There's still a guy up there. Wait, Idris Elba's in it? Idris Elba's in it! Oh, I love Idris Elba. You got Shadow the Hedgehog and Knuckles the Echidna in here? How you get a game with Shadow and Knuckles? That's crazy. That's actually really cool though. Because I was looking at interviews for Shadow the Hedgehog for the thing. And Idris was told, hey, you know, you guys played in the same thing. How do you feel about that? And Idris was just like, well, we never really saw each other. Oh, that was easy. How was that so easy? Why was that so easy? I don't think I'm that strong. I guess I shouldn't ask any questions. I should just go along with it. It's fine. Oh, you guys are just telling me more and more reasons to play Cyberpunk. And I don't have time. I never have time to play these games. This is the one that I was worried about. I have so many things to do. So many games to play. I'm in the middle of playing Expedition 33. Do you know how much it takes? And Hollow Knight. Both games aren't really that long, but well, Expedition 33 is pretty long from what I understand. And Hollow Knight, I'm just bad at video games, so... You know what? That's what I do like about like the Switch. Like those handheld games really are. Oh, I'm gonna run out of time. Oops. I'm running out of time. That's okay. I don't know how I'm gonna get that. No, get this. Get this. And there's another one too. Like, I started on my Switch. I have the original Switch. I don't have the Switch 2. But oh, okay. These guys are crazy. This is crazy. But I have NieR Automata and oh man. This one, this specific song, whenever we play this game, whenever I'm playing this game, we talk about how great the soundtrack is in this game. Okay. I don't want to deal with blowing up stuff. Yeah, it's a good one. This is a great soundtrack. It's one of the reasons why I love it so much. I need to go ahead and put the soundtrack somewhere that people can get to it, and then also put a lo-fi version of the soundtrack that people have made. But yes, on my Switch, I usually like playing. Because I have NieR on my Switch, which I don't really like, just because I don't think NieR was meant to be on a Switch. Oh, I'm gonna run out of time. I'm gonna run out of time. Oh, I'm not gonna run out of time. I'm not gonna run out of time. Oh my god. Hold on, excuse me real quick. I'm back. I maintain Blissful Death is my favorite song in this game. It's my favorite track. It's absolutely gorgeous. And there's an emptiness to it that just feels correct. It feels right. It feels very Emil. Oh, crap. But I like the city, let's see. I like the cityscape. I like the amusement park. I like the tower. The tower is a good song. There was a Reddit question. Oh yeah. Oh, we can talk about other NieR songs too. Like Heine's song. Oh, I ran into the thing. Oh, hey, there you are. You came down here. I can fight you there. That's cool. Oh, he's got the hat. Oh, he was one of the guys. He was probably break time. He was on break time. Oh. Let's see. Any of the Emil tracks. Song of the Ancients. Every version of Song of the Ancients. Every single version of Song of the Ancients is my favorite Song of the Ancients. Every single one of them. Let's see. Let's see. It's really hard to like just choose. Yeah, it's really hard to just choose because it's such a good soundtrack. Like, yeah. Like, NieR just has good music. NieR is, oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Okay. Are we ready? No, but we'll have to do it anyways. Mom!
210. Operator?
I did her quest, right? I think I did her quest, because she'll talk during it.
Oh no. So this operator model is...
Affirmative. Operator 210. Volunteered to undergo Type B equipment transition during previous descent. Sent to front lines as Unit 21B. Recorded as missing in action 4 hours later.
Oh, she didn't even last for longer than 4 hours. Oh no. Oh no. That is so sad. She didn't even last for a long part of the fight. And like Operator was really cool too. I was a big fan of the Operator. I liked both the Operators, and like they used both Operators against the characters. Like they used Operator 60 and Operator 210 against 2B and 9S. Melee defense, range defense. Because I gotta have enough defense to let her talk, because she talks about how much she loved 9S and wanted to be a family, and yeah. So yeah. That's yeah, so the virus, it's called a logic virus, and it basically comes in and just takes over completely. It gets rid of any kind of... Sorry, I'll be right back. Sorry, my cat left the room and then decided she needed to come back. So yeah, it takes over the brain completely so that they can't do anything. But there are still aspects of their mind in there before it gets fully taken over. And it's based off of, like, from... Did you ever play the original NieR? Like, NieR Replicant or NieR Gestalt. Well, that's not really talked about in those games either, but can we please oh, my cat is right in front of the screen. Get down. Get down. You don't need to be up there. And don't mess with any wires. Oh, okay. Little lady, you need to get down. Thank you. Yeah, so... Ooh. We had to pause for that because she was right in the middle of the screen. Granted, I can't use the fact that she was in there for me being bad at the game. So that's beside the point. But they don't really talk about it a whole lot, but the logic virus is actually based off of the aliens used that information because the logic virus is based off of a disease that humans actually had. Oops. Oh, we're almost there. And so that disease basically turned everybody into just a monster that just had no logic, no sense. Yeah, the white chlorination syndrome. Yeah, so the logic virus is based off of white chlorination syndrome. It's just the machine version of that. And I think machines... Oh, okay, we're good. We did it. Okay. Yeah, so... Okay. I'm not gonna hit her. She's gotta talk.
Operator!
I need her to talk. Great thing is she fights like 2B and A2. Okay, you gotta talk some more, baby. You got important things to say.
Coordinate data. Location specified. Please keep reserved. Mission related. One affirmation.
Oh.
Suffice.
Shit.
I hate this. I hate this. Why? Oh, okay, okay. I guess I get that. I deserve that. She keeps talking. I want her to keep talking. Yeah, I don't... I need her to talk. I just needed her to talk. The last time I did this, I was at a pretty high level, and I think I just ran away until she just kept talking. Because she talks about... There it is.
Family to be with. Please. Kill.
I don't like this. She's mom. She wanted to be my mom. She just wanted a family. Oh, come on. This is painful. Look. Okay.
Just wanting a family. I was so lonely.
Does she say anything after that? I kind of want to put her out of her misery. One more? Okay. Okay.
I wanted to be with Ines.
Oh!
It's alright. It's alright. Because I'm going to kill you!
Oh, I don't like this. Oh my gosh. Oh. What the hecky? A2. Oh my god, A2! A2.
A2.
2B told me. She told me she wanted you to become a good person.
You... Don't you dare talk to me about 2B!
Where'd he go?
Analysis. Your high unit 9S is still alive. Query. Why would Unit A2 be concerned with the status?
You don't have any big brothers. No! Aw. Get out of here, little guy. You too, little guy. It's not really cool to call him little guy. Your girlfriend says she wanted you to be a good person. Just like, I think you should know that your girlfriend wanted the best for you. I might have killed her, but she wanted the best for you. Oh, I leveled up. I genuinely don't want to hurt these guys. Well, can't anymore. I feel like I could have run away, but I walked too close by accident because I was nosy. And that's what happened. That wasn't the plan. The plan was just to see if I could get close to them. Turns out you can't. So, oopsie daisies. I feel like it might have been like how it was in the The soul box? No. The contact initiated between Pod 042 and Pod 153. Pod 153, what is the matter, Pod 042? This protocol is not an interface intended for conversational use. Acknowledged. However, this pod has a confidential transmission for Pod 153. Understood. Begin transmission. An error has been detected in the transmission network between Pod 042 and Pod 153. Hypothesis. Said error is fragmented data caused by deterioration of transmission environment. It may be so. However, it may also not be so. Message unclear. Clarification requested. After reported information exchanges between multiple pods, an unexpected phenomenon has occurred. We pods have developed unusually protective feelings towards support targets 2B, A2, and 9S. Query. Could this be our will? Unknown. The definition of will is unclear. Will is the question of whether pods are capable of their own self-determination. Even if it were possible, such actions cannot be abided. Successful mission fulfillment is all that matters. Whatever the case, we tactical support units have a duty to see this through to the end. Duty? Huh, you sound like an android just there. Agreed. But just as androids are influenced by humans, so are we tied to our creators. Perhaps. Pod 153, do not die. The concept of death has no meaning to tactical support units. However, your expression of concern is appreciated. I also hope that you do not die, Pod 042. Yeah.
Physical check complete. Memory check complete. Maintenance mode complete. Yorha Unit 9S. Activate.
Yeah, so to answer that question...
9S.
Am I...
Analysis. The enemy structural unit collapsed during battle. Unit 9S suffered damage from the fall and was placed in emergency suspend mode. Fall location was deemed too dangerous, thus said unit was transported to current location. All system checks and reactivation complete.
Operator.
Operator Model 210 is deceased. Black box signal not found.
Oh. Situation report.
Tower access authentication key acquired.
Okay, so what should we do before we enter the tower?
Number of authentication keys have been acquired. The tower is now open for investigation.
Good.
Not quite. Like I said, is there anything we should do before we enter the tower? Because I don't want to enter the tower yet. I just don't want to. But there's really not a lot left to do after this. But yes, that is correct. A2 and 9S are both the last Yorha models. That are like Yorha, I guess, if that makes sense. It's really sad because and if you watch the anime, it's even sadder. It's he made it somehow worse. You're right. So A2's personality is based off of Kaine. Now which Kaine I'm not quite sure, because there's two Kaines technically in NieR, right? So like there's Kaine that was the original Kaine, and then there's Kaine who's the replicant Kaine. The replicant Kaine is the one that we know, right? And that her brash personality is based off of the Kaine that we know. But before all of that, all of the craziness happened, before A2 had PTSD, she was a very sweet character who cared about everybody. That's kind of how the Gestalt Kaine was before everything went to crazy. So like during the what is it? The end of the world, where the White Chlorination was, taking over and all of that stuff. There was a Kaine that was a very sweet character. She had a dog. She was cute. She was sweet. And she was also part Legion. She was extra strong, and she was a science experiment. So she was part Legion. She wasn't fully human either. So both Kaines that we have, that we've been in contact with, are not fully human. Yeah. And then the Gestalt Kali. Oh, I don't want to hit. Oh, I'm sorry. Don't hit me, please. I'm sorry. Run away from me. I'm sorry. That was my bad. I didn't mean to do that. Yeah, Replicant. While I love NieR, and I love NieR Replicant, and I love all of that stuff, it is such a sad game. You're not. Oh my gosh. I like this song. I like this version of the song too. Oh, the Copied City. I like the Copied City. That's a song I like on this. That's true. So, how many of the endings do you know about NieR? Like NieR Replicant and NieR Gestalt? Because ending E it was a novella. There's a lot of parts of Gestalt or of Replicant now that were originally novellas. The little girl in the boat, Louise, that was actually a novella. And the ending with the girl and the boy who were voiced by the girl and the boy who were voiced by 9S and 2B's voice actors, that was a novella as well. Oh, I need to go shopping. Ooh, I can't start this yet. I need to go shopping. Oh, I'm glad I remembered that before I started going in here. I think the sisters might have what I need. If they're still there. Technically, they should still be there. Get ready to feel sad about that, too. But yeah, and so if you watch the Iceberg, you also know about how, Drakengard is a whole thing, too. And did the Iceberg go into... Okay, got it. Okay. Yeah, so there's like a couple things that are added. The novellas are kind of... Depending on which novella you read. Are you chasing me? Why are you chasing me? Do you want me to ride you? Why'd you come all the way in here? I don't remember what her name is based off of. Kali. That's a good question. Oh, you're still here. Great. I need to talk to you. Buy. I need to buy... What's Death Rattle? What does that do? What is that? What does that do? Combos continue while evading. Ooh. I should have looked at these. I definitely didn't. Okay. Do you have the same stuff, Popola? I was talking to Devila too. I didn't mean for that to happen. What about you, Popola? Yeah, you guys are the same thing. Bye. I need to talk to you. Yes, I need to talk to you. 40. Yeah. I'm like, I should have been talking to them. I need 29. 29. Does that add 40? Yeah, it does. Ranged attack up, melee defense up. Oof. I need 31. Yeah. This is like one of those useless things that I like so much. I should have gotten that. Okay. I think we're gonna go ahead and save, even though we'll be able to save soon. I'll probably still be streaming. Look at food. Eat, be merry. But I'll probably still be here. If not, I'll be crying in the corner because of how sad it's gonna be. So I've decided that I'm gonna keep playing this game for a little bit longer, even after we're done. I think what I'm gonna have to do is level up, because I'm only at level 60. So I'm gonna have to level up by doing little parts of the game. Oh, that's a good question. I was thinking about what I wanted to do. And you know what? No. I'm not gonna finish powering through because I don't want to be done yet. Hold on. Okay, I don't want to be done yet. So what I'm gonna do is look up a list of weapons. Well, actually, what's wrong, little? Unit data. I need 40. Yeah, once I'm in the tower, I'm in the tower. And I don't want to do that yet. Now, I don't really know. Oh, you know what I'm gonna have to do, which I don't want to. Machine with a dream, da-da-da-da-da, Juliet. Yeah, I'm gonna have to fight something that I don't want. Oh my god. Forgot about this guy. Huh. I know what I'm gonna have to do and I don't want to. Okay, excuse me real quick. My cat was being a menace. Okay. So what I think I'm gonna have to do to make this all work out, because I do want to finish 4S's quest, I believe it was. It was Reconnaissance Squad. And I need to have 80. Yeah. So one of the things I'm gonna have to fight, I know for sure, is gonna be the guy who's in the amusement park, but not the guy that's got the bunny ears, not the mascot. And I think who else I'm gonna have to fight is... I'm getting chased. How'd you get me from all the way over there? Well, it doesn't matter. I'm gonna also have to fight the gold. Yeah, I'm not gonna fight him. But I'm gonna have to fight the guy that just wants to have fun. That DLC doesn't count, unfortunately. It goes into your compendium, but I don't think it counts, which stinks, because they're funny. They speak to you about like how great they are, and they are pretty great. The only reason that I won was that I think I outlasted them on their last hit. And I want to do that, so that's what I'm saying. I'm going to keep playing. I don't think I can fight Father Serva now, so I'll have to go back and do some quests. Like, I'll have to go back for the chapter select. Which, you know, it is what it is. But I'm going to do my best to 100% the game at this point. Except for fishing. I'm not doing that. I'm not 100%ing fishing. So this is one of them that I have to get. Which I don't want to. Because they're having a good time. Look at them. I don't want to do it. Here we go. There's that. Oh, that sucks. Oh, I didn't like doing that. But I didn't get anything for it. I guess I deserved nothing. What was the reward? Some old man dying? What? No, but what was the reward? I don't really remember what that was. I just did it. But I don't remember what it was. I had a good time fishing. Then I don't remember what I got in it. Other than an old man dying. Yeah. You did all that, the old man died. What was the point? Off screen, no less. He just straight up said, oh yeah, that old guy, he used to be like a combat veteran, but I guess he just died. But you made his last days happy, so good for you. What? What? No. I demand a refund of all of my time. It took me 5 years to finish these quests. 5. 75%. Ooh. Part of me feels like there's stuff underneath for Emil, but we just won't get that done. We just won't get that done. So what I can do is look for weapons. All of the side quests for OG NieR can get like, they can feel a little sad. Oh, I went the wrong way. So I can buy weapons, right? Who else has weapons that I can buy? I've bought all of Emil's weapons. I've bought I bought the weapons from... Did I buy the weapons? Yeah. Basically everybody just dies. There are some funny ones that were added, like what was the one that I liked? Where it was the old, it was the son who was trying to run away, and NieR kept following him, going like, you gotta go and talk to your dad. And he's just like, no man, you don't get it. I don't want to be near my dad. And he's just like, no, you should be near your dad. And he was trying to run away from being a criminal. He didn't want to be a criminal anymore. And we basically chased him back into being a criminal. That one was one of my favorites. Yeah, everybody dies off screen because of NieR. Like, if you think about it, everybody dies because of NieR. Oh, no. Okay. Oh, this is a bad list. Okay. I'm gonna find all the weapons. Iron pipe, machine heads, Emil heads. I'm not doing Emil heads. These are bad. That's actually not a bad list. Virtuous weapon. Okay. Combat bracer found on top of the hill. Oh, that's right. That's true. A lot of them went Gestalt. Transport to the forest center. That's true. It's just plot related if it's because of the Shadow Lord. Dude, I really can't wait for you to read that short story, because the last story is just, it is. That's all I can say, is that it is. Southwest of the safe point in this area. Near the river. Okay. See, my guys are alive because the monster wasn't there to kill them. It's like how I felt when I read, yeah. When I read Goodnight Poon Poon in a weekend. And I was just like, oh, you're back! I don't want to deal with you. I don't want to deal with you guys either. I'm leaving. Goodbye. Sayonara. Oh my god, and you guys are here too? Yeah, I read it in a weekend. 10 out of 10 would not recommend. But the guy who wrote Goodnight Poon Poon, there's something going on with him. He's got something going on in his head. Would you believe me if I said he's worse than Denji? Would you believe me if I said his life is worse than Denji's? Because I don't know if you would. His life is just terrible. It's like, it just, he gets like, yeah, that's true. Denji can still get bad. I was looking at some stuff, and I think what made me stop reading it, and it's not because of anything, I just needed to take a slight break, and I just forgot to pick it back up again, but I think what made me stop reading it was the Nayuta part. And I think you probably know what I'm talking about, but there's that whole part with Nayuta that happened that I was not happy about, and I thought it was a lie, but I don't know why I thought it was a lie, because it's never a lie when it comes to that man. Okay, so yeah, the whole thing with Nayuta, I was just like, no, that didn't happen. No, that wouldn't happen. What? No, that wouldn't happen. It was when the people were basically going crazy, and Denji just wanted to go home to Nayuta. I don't remember, but I do remember them getting fully surrounded by people, and the mob basically killed Nayuta. And I was just like, that doesn't seem like something they would do. She's the control. Oh. just in case somebody is watching. Spoilers ahead. But she's the control. That wouldn't happen to Nayuta. No way. And then it happened to Nayuta. And I was just like, this is Aki all over again. I'm gonna have to take a break. Where's the weapon? I need a picture. I find it by mistake all of the time, but I need a picture of where it's at. They said it was by the river, but I don't know what part of the river it's by. Now I'm trying to stay away from Gojira. Ah! Yeah, but still. Because there are some people who don't know about, oh, what's her name? Reze. And they're not going to be happy with that. I'm still not happy with that. Reze was one of my favorite characters, even though her arc was really short. That was a good arc. It did happen off screen, but it doesn't mean that I did. I think that's why I thought they wouldn't do this. Because it was off screen. So I was just like, that didn't happen. That's crazy. She's just gonna show up later. Because she said, I'll see you later. And guess what? We didn't see her later. I'm actually genuinely upset. Why can't I find... I don't remember. I'm gonna have to go back and look at it. Don't describe it outright. Because I don't, like I said, I don't remember where I stopped. I remember being sad, but I can't say for sure where I stopped because it's been... We last talked about this when I was first playing NieR Automata. That was almost 2 years ago. So it probably feels like it had to have been a couple years ago where I left, when I stopped reading it. Okay. Give me a second. Top of a hill near the river. Give me pictures. Don't just tell me where they're at. Give me pictures. It's a combat bracer, right? Because I have that. Combat bracer. Virtuous Grief. Hidden shrine in the forest zone. Located slightly southwest of the save point. On a hill by the top of the river. Okay. On a hill by the top of the river. This is the bottom of a river because rivers always flow down. So let's go back up and avoid Gojira, if he's even there anymore, which he might not be there anymore. Copium posts. I mean, the series is sad. Like, that's the thing. There is no happy ending with this series, and the guy does not write happy stories. He never has. I feel like they've never heard of Flame Punch or Fire Punch or whatever it's called. Yeah. I am excited to see what they do with it, but... Oh, wait. There's a quest here. Is this the quest I was looking for? This is the quest I was looking for. And I can only do it... Oh my god, cool. I can do this quest then. Oh, this isn't a quest I was looking for. I have a feeling that that might not get an anime. So, if you're gonna read it, Look Back had a pretty good ending. Look Back was interesting. Look Back was... it was weird. But, like, not bad weird. It was just... a little weird. It was definitely about... I don't even know if it was about finding your potential, or... I don't know how to explain it. I saw that first part and I was just like, oh, that he has a heart. Crap. Yeah, that one, it was good. It was basically, and a lot of people interpret it as it being a, what's the word? Being kind of autobiographical, especially as an artist, especially since Fujimoto has been very open about the fact that he doesn't think that he's good, or he doesn't think that he's good at art, and that's kind of what that is about, of like, you know, the first main character is just like, I'm super amazing at art and I do really good art and da 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 da, and then seeing somebody who's just better at it than you. Like, they're just better. So they're here and they said it was southwest. I've noticed... oh, hello! Okay, well... whoa, whoa, whoa! I'm always going to be partial to manga. If I'm thinking of it the right way. Because there's... oh yeah, I'm thinking about, I'm like mixing Look Back with Goodbye Eri in my head. Goodbye Eri was the weird one. Because it was about a guy who's just a liar. But like, I don't know if he's a liar or if he's like, got an overactive imagination. I don't... I feel like I'm crazy. Because it's over here somewhere. I just can never find it. Oh, I hate this. I just want to find the freaking weapon. I'll have to look up something and see if I can find it somewhere else, because this is actually annoying. I think it would be a good movie, though. I think that, like, a lot of his stuff, would do well as a movie or in animated form. Let's see. I'm just trying to kill time at this point, because what we can do is get to yeah, this is what we're gonna do. We'll finish it next week, but we're gonna at least get to the tower now. I've read a little bit of it. I can't say I'm a fan. I usually am not a fan of a series, like of a manga that's made after a series. Not to sound like a total fangirl, but NieR is one of the only things that I've read that kind of feels like it does it right. Oops. But I don't usually like anime or mangas set after the fact. Like, Madoka Magica has a lot of anime or a lot of manga that's set after the fact of the series, and you're kind of just like, nobody asked for this. At this point, it feels like, and I think what it is that it feels like a cash grab. So I usually don't like series based off of it, but it does like series based off of retrieve. Does like extra information after the fact of the series coming out. I like how NieR does it. A lot of other series I don't really like when they add stuff to it because it feels like it's a cash grab. That's almost how I felt about the NieR anime. And to a certain extent, I could still feel that way. Just because, like, it was definitely done because NieR is such a popular series. But they changed enough of it for me to feel like I was watching a totally different story. Like the switch of Adam and Eve and the switch of Lily and Anemone. Oops. I could have done this one at a time after I finished each one. Cool. 3. Oh, I'm supposed to, oops. Forgot about that. What the heck? We only got 20 minutes, 9S. 20 seconds. Exactly. It's homework. For NieR, it didn't feel like I was it didn't feel like they just made this to get money. It felt very much like oh no, this is just information of, this was a compelling story and this is a little bit more information for that compelling story. Some of the manga, I don't remember what it was called. I think it was Neon Genesis Evangelion Angel Days. Yeah. Oh my gosh, that's right. Who the heck is gonna be going to see a stage play just to see the side stories? Wait, what? I didn't know that. Okay. I didn't know. I love Kyle McCarley as a voice actor.
Alert. Enemy caution level rising. Cause is most likely concern over Unit 9S gaining access to tower.
Oh.
Out of my way!
I'm trapped. That's not fair. Oh.
Damn it!
He's one of the few people that I'll watch stuff in English for.
Alert. Allied signal detected.
Allies?
Should I get an ending right here?
Wait, you?
9S, we've been expecting you.
I'm not gonna get an ending here. I'm not gonna do it.
The two of us will take things from here. You need to open the door to the tower.
Okay. Y'all need to get out of my way.
Obala? What are you doing here?
Remember your promise?
What are you talking about?
Come on, 9S. Hack in while you can.
None of this makes any sense!
Because it could have been
We'll
bad.
explain everything once we're inside.
Once we're inside. Ugh. Look at all that money I'm leaving behind. I guess. See all that money I've left behind? At least I'm not timed out. Oh gosh. I made a mistake. Okay. That's true. 9S, I'm not here for money, I'm here for blood. Oh, this doesn't do anything.
Analysis. It is part of a closed defensive system.
Well, how do I break it down?
Hypothesis. Unit 9S could permit its self-consciousness data to lose control. The resulting energy surge has an acceptable probability of temporarily paralyzing the barrier.
That's almost as bad as not going in at all!
Yeah. Yeah, but the oil looks like blood. Sometimes.
What happened?
It's the barrier.
Popola!
No, don't! You can't do anything! The wall's got a self-closing algorithm!
Devil and I, we have to
That's
control
true.
our sins no matter what!
Aesthetic clashes.
Your circuits will...
Devil! Right.
And I don't even think it's necessarily clashes. Vice and
Don't regret this.
Vice and Noir don't exist anymore. So, like, we wouldn't have them there because Vice and Noir, that system, that type of technology doesn't exist anymore. So we wouldn't have the sealed verses or anything like that. Though she said that they came from them. So, I don't know. Alert. Data records discovered for units Devila and Popola. Do you wish to open the data now? Open it now. We need to be sad. No more book, Gara. Time for us to be sad. A dusty wind kisses my cheeks. Buried in sin. Well, we don't need Book Wesker because we have Pod 042. He's also Wesker. Buried in sand, we press forward one step at a time. We have nowhere else to go, after all, because our models, the Devila and Popola models, are defective. Record transition. My song. The project's initial phase. When we first woke, there were still people. We can make them into a book. They had flesh, egos, emotions, souls, and they issued us a single order: function as observers of Project Gestalt. This is the sole mission of the twin Devila and Popola models. It is the only reason we exist at all. We were the latest model, though many companions shared our appearance. There was a sparkle in all of our eyes, a sense of pride at having been entrusted with humanity's future. And yes, there was anxiety as well. But we existed as a pair. We shared destiny's burden as a pair, and because of that, all hesitation was swept away. Each pair was given their own cities as observation areas. We were ordered to guide the replicants with our own hands, all for the sake of the promised time that would one day arrive. We were the only ones who could handle such a duty. We were observers, after all. Ah! Watch out! Devila staggers and falls in the soft yet unforgiving sand. I hurry to her side and sigh with relief when I find she's not seriously hurt. Are you alright? Sorry, sis. I guess I spaced out there for a bit. She smiles, the same wry smile I know so well, as she rubs absently at her leg. It's wrapped in a white bandage. Your bandage is coming undone. Here, let me change it. It's alright, Popola. Come on, we have to go before we lose the light. I wonder too, because this is deep cut stuff. Like, if you don't know any of the Gestalt or anything like that, this is deep cut stuff, but this proves that it's a sequel to NieR. We won't be going anywhere if sands get into that thing. Now quit whining and hold still. I'll be quick. Devil grunts and turns away. I take it as consent. Soon, we are resting in the shade of a nearby rock as I pull the bandage free. Artificial skin, torn and bloody, peeks out from beneath the bandage. Judging by Devil's current lack of ambulatory control, I imagine the circuitry underneath has been damaged as well. Taking a deep breath, I replace the bandage and hope for the best. I want to repair this as soon as possible, but I have no tools or materials, and I know I won't find any either in the middle of the desert. For now, the important thing is to make sure the wound doesn't get worse. Sorry about this, sis, that mutters Defila. That wry smile again. It kills me every time. Don't you dare apologize, I respond. You've done nothing wrong. I calmly change the bandage, trying not to let my worries show. I make it as tight as possible so no sand can slip inside. It's all I can do until I get the proper materials. But that's going to be a tall order considering the current condition. I'm sorry, sister. Okay, now you're apologizing. We both apologize while insisting the other's apology isn't necessary. It's kind of funny that way. Such a trivial exchange under such circumstances. We laugh together, the sound echoing across the desert before being stolen. I don't think so. Oh, it's been a year. Has it been a year since I've watched that? It's been a few months. No, it's been a few months. But I don't remember, because I was kind of watching it at work. So, I was watching it a little distracted. Report regarding the increase in relapses. There has to be some way to prevent the relapses. Devilish sharp voice echoes through our private quarters. You must be quiet, sister. The replicants will hear. They wouldn't know. They wouldn't understand even if they did. That might be true, but regardless. Annoyed at my hesitation, Devil crosses her legs and scowls. The black scrawl took another victim, she says. That's 3 this month. It's spreading way too fast. Let's wait and see what happens. I'm tired of hearing you say that. Her shout makes me jump. Just a little, but enough for her to notice. Seeing that, her eyes suddenly open wide. I'm sorry, sis. It's not your fault. I shouldn't have lashed out that way, like that. It's okay, I understand. It's all going wrong. You can feel it too, right? When I was first assigned to the Project Gestalt, I was over the moon with pride. But now my chest hurts just to think about it. If it were to fail... Before we knew it, the replicants had gained a sense of self, and the black scrawl started raging out of control. It moved fast. So fast. What do you mean? When we're in the desert? Like a wind. Because you can either try to fix it or bandage it. Yeah, there is no other option other than to just wait it out. Just because, like, the black scrawl is just it. If the replicants have a mind, you can't put a mind in a body that already has a mind. So there's really no cure to it. Popel and I would go to the observation room and act like it was all okay. We'd talk to the replicants as if we didn't have a care in the world, but at night we'd just hold each other and share the horror of it all. I'm glad you're with me, murmurs Popela. I couldn't have handled being an observer all alone. We were able to endure because we had each other, I reply softly. Did the humans see this coming? Is that why they made a twin model? Were they really so clever? Were they really so cruel? I couldn't have done this by myself. I would have descended into madness. I simply couldn't bear such a burden all alone. When I get the chance, I'm going to contact another city, she says. Maybe these abnormalities are a localized phenomenon. I pray that's the case, I reply. Even if we're of no use to ourselves, things will still work out if the other observers can pull through. Don't worry, it's going to be okay. But it wasn't okay. Nothing was okay. All thanks to a pair of Devila and Poela models from another town. The wind rose my cheeks. The sand grazes my skin. It's grown cold out here. We walk with renewed purpose, hoping to make up for the lost time. Devila loses her balance every now and then. It gets bad after a while. I slip myself under her arm so she won't fall again, and we press on. Is your leg all right? Well, I doubt I'll be dancing anytime soon, but yeah, it's fine. She smiles as she says this, but I can tell she doesn't have much left. And yet she continues to smile. Also, I won't worry. I remember when our resistance allies injured her legs. That's a good question. I think that they fell under her jurisdiction, under their jurisdiction, because they knew to go to these places. Like, they knew the people who ran the places, if that makes sense. I was furious, beyond fury. I wanted to scream and cry and lose myself in it. But then she smiled, and all of that rage just drifted away. To think we have the same face, yet such different smiles. One day, I realized how she reminded me of the martyrs I'd seen in old records. That was the day we decided to leave our town forever. Record of Project Gestalt end. Our role as observers ended on the day Project Gestalt collapsed, all due to the actions of Devil and Popola models from another town. With the original Gestalt lost, humanity was doomed to an inevitable extinction. Knowing this, we gathered what remaining replicant data we could find and launched it to the surface of the moon. And though success was as unlikely as finding a lost grain of sand in the desert, we still had to attempt it. We still had to try. We were androids, you see. Protecting humanity was our instinct. Other androids, by holding to the same instinct, began to direct their hate at the Devila and Popola models who snuffed out humanity. It started off small. A few offhanded remarks, the occasional glance. But even the smallest things have weight, and with enough of them combined, that weight eventually becomes a boulder. Yeah. Emotions boiled over, remarks became jeers, and soon enough, my sister and I were the perfect target for persecution. At first, we simply accepted the fact that our friends had turned on us. It was almost unavoidable, I suppose. We were observers for Project Gestalt, after all. And while we didn't cause it to fail, the people who did, well, they looked just like us. So we accepted it. We took the resentment and scorn. We endured. Because, as crazy as it sounds, I think we actually felt responsible. We moved from town to town in an effort to avoid persecution. But in one such town, my seemingly infinite patience finally broke. My sister, Devila, met with unprovoked violence at the hands of a resistance member. She said something in response to his taunts. Something quiet. Although her words were ambiguous, he slashed her leg nearly in two. My vision narrowed. Everything went red. And then she smiled at me. It's okay. There's nothing we can do. But it was too late. My emotions were no longer in my control. I'm simply not strong enough to stand aside and let the most important person in the world come to harm. So it's always Popola. It will always be Popola. If Devila is always the one that tries to keep her calm, and Popola is always the one who Popola's always the one who kind of loses it and is willing to destroy anybody who hurts her sister. I think this is our Devil and Popola. This is the one that we've been following. But I think once they got to the resistance camp, they were able to make that, because Anemone was able to be like, well, you can stay here, but you're going to do all of the dangerous stuff. That's just what your goal is going to be. That's just what your jobs are going to be. And if you don't like it, you can leave. And they were just like, well, this gives us a home. This gives us a place to be. So Devil and I left town the same day. Violence like that wouldn't stop, and it was going to happen again. And it wouldn't be coming from just one person. So rather than let them kill us, we ran. I guess it was the greatest resistance I could muster. We lose the sun as dark clouds gather overhead. We continue our march. A cold wind blasts us, stealing what little body heat we have left. I smell rain in the air. We continue our march. I think so. I think that makes sense. I think that makes a lot of sense. Like, because Devila's is a lot wilder and she's a lot tougher, with Popola's hair being a lot straighter and a lot like what's the word? Very straight-laced, but like once that thread becomes unseamed, she kind of falls apart, you know? Sometimes we hear animals howling in the distance. It makes us flinch every time. Oops. Okay. Why must we suffer this persecution? I know we're the same model as the androids who doomed humanity, so I understand that part. At least a little anyway. But at the same time, we're not them. We're not the same. We are who we are, and that Devila and Popola are who they were. That's how I felt when I saw Devila being hurt. I wanted to shout at everyone. I wanted to scream. As far as I'm concerned, there's only one Devila. And for her, there's only me. No one can take the other's place. Rain falls from the sky. It stimulates our sensation nerves like the cold needles. We need maintenance badly, but that's a pipe dream, I suppose. No android would dare help a pair of outcasts like us. Are you cold, Devila? I'm all right as long as you're with me, sis. I feel the same. We press our bodies together to try to retain heat. It's cold now, much worse than the searing heat of midday. But we just smile at each other and keep pressing on. If there's another camp on the other side of the desert, a new camp. If we can just get there, I can finally fix Devila's leg. And yet, I wonder if there's anywhere on the planet that will take us. Hey, what's wrong? It's nothing, don't worry about it. I do what I can to suppress the anxiety in my heart, in my chest, and keep walking. The rain grows worse. It lashes at us without pause. Is this our punishment? I reach out and touch Devila's cheek. The rain flows down her cheeks like tears. I reach over and gently wipe it away. She smiles, but seems surprised. There's no point in doing that, you know, she whispers. Oh, so I saw the last two comments, sorry. No, like but yeah, I think that's very interesting because, like, again, you're right. I mean, you kind of even go into the implication of that with the Shadow Lord and NieR and the original NieR, because they're the same person, but they're different, you know? They have the same want to help their sister, and that's all that matters, but they're still different, you know what I mean? There's no point in doing that, you know, she whispers. But there is, because I swore to myself that I would stay with her forever. For that is the fate we twin androids have been assigned. The failure to manage the area resulted in the collapse of the Gestalt system, which led to the decimation of the human race. Due to this discovery of its instability, the twin system was removed from future android production. Following the incident, Devila and Popola models were not dismantled. However, in order to prevent further unexpected behavior, they underwent a memory wipe. Furthermore, they were reprogrammed to generate constant feelings of guilt. That
is all that
sucks.
remains from their personal record during the era in which they were referred to as administrators.
I see.
Query: why do the androids Devila and Popola seem to prefer death over surviving alone? There was a very high probability that at least one could have escaped.
I hope you never have to understand.
Affirmative.
Oh, it hurts.
Query:
my heart.
why does this tower possess an entrance at all? All material transport takes place via aerial vehicles. It is irrational for an infiltration route to be so easily accessible. Hypothesis: entrance is a trap.
Yeah, it's a trap. We're gonna save here. It was such a... Oh, my gosh. It really proves, because, like, even doing that, that quest, it proves that, 9S was done with living as soon as 2B died. As soon as she died, he was done. He was willing.
Pleasant.
He was willing to be over with everything. Hold on. Yeah, and I wonder what that memory wipe means. Like, what it means is that they, like, what came from the memory wipe, because they remembered everything from Gestalt, so they must have been models. They could have been the only surviving models from humanity. Yeah, like there's a lot of stuff where you're kind of just like, what ifs? A lot of what ifs. But I don't want to do the tower tonight. I don't want to do the tower tonight. I think when I get back to being A2, I'm going to do a little bit of searching for some stuff before I get into the tower as A2. I'm going to switch her weapons around. So if you can, remind me to switch her weapons around. Because I'm going to have to remember to do that. But yeah, this is where we're going to end it. Because I just, I'm not ready. I'm not ready. So thanks for joining me. Thanks for talking NieR stuff. Good luck watching Neon Genesis, because the movies, I like the movies. I know not everybody likes the movies. I like the movies. I can't wait for you to see Mari Illustrious. She's great. I hope you enjoy the light novel if you get around to watching it. Anybody who's watching, thanks for watching. Thank you, Shirako, for subscribing. That was awesome of you. Really appreciate it. I thought it was number 80. I think it was number 79, but that's okay. It was really fun. I'm really happy that you joined our little side of the internet. Mari Illustrious. So Mary Illustrious. So Illustrious is her name. I personally like the movies more than the anime. I have only made it halfway through the anime, though I know everything that happens. I think if you're gonna watch it, you can watch the anime, like the not the movies, the anime, just to get the original plot of the story. But I like the movies. So like if you know what happens in the original one and then you go and watch the movies, you can see how it's different. And from what I understand, that's how he wanted to do it from the get-go. Like he wanted to do all that craziness from the get-go. But they ran out of money in the first run of it, so he couldn't do all the stuff he wanted to do. Yeah, tomorrow I'll be playing Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep. And then Sunday I'll be trying to play Hollow Knight. But this has been fun, and I will see you next time. Have a great night and a great day and a great rest of whatever you're doing. Bye bye.